Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is the DOUG here once again for the main event, and we are here live at the old bingo hall in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That is right. We have went to ECW territory. Now, please remember to support your local indie wrestling because it will be the start of tomorrow, today. And also, the main event is brought to you in part by Infamous Second Son to the PlayStation 4 and the Umbrella Corporation. Now, joining me tonight, she is my co-host. She is the lovely but deadly Miss Kara.
Yo, what is up, Doug? My God, I've been waiting fucking all week to call in because I am still super excited that for 3 weeks we have been the top show.
Yes, we have, and we would like to thank all fans for that. Now, normally at this point I would introduce Captain Ron, but unfortunately Captain Ron is sick, so Captain Ron, feel better. So joining us tonight as a special guest, he is the former host of TNA Recipe, and he was, I believe, the original founder of TNA Recipe. It is the long-lost brother of Tugboat Rowe.
Hello, thank you. Hold your applause.
Cricket.
Rowe, I finally said your name correctly.
Yes, sir.
All right, and apparently it's just us three tonight, so I think we're demolition. I'll let you figure out who's the dead one.
Oh, God.
But, okay, let's start the show off right. Miss Kara, what happened on Monday Night Raw? I heard that we have a new Hall of Fame inductee, and there's going to be a triple threat match at WrestleMania automatically now?
Yes, first off, the new Hall of Fame inductee is, well, in the celebrity branch, is Mr. T. Personally, I really don't care. I've been perfectly fine with everyone else in the Hall of Fame induction this year, minus the Ultimate Warrior, but I really don't care that Mr. T is going in there, because we've had even stupider people go into the celebrity branch. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay?
All right, Ro, since you all guessed, I want you to talk about next. How do you feel about Mr. T in the Hall of Fame?
Well, it's whatever. I mean, congratulations. So that's all I really got to say.
And now it's my turn. Please hide the children. This is probably the worst decision I've ever seen WWE make in the history of its company. All right, I'm sorry. Mr. T has no business being in there to me. He's a celebrity. I know he wrestled at the 2 WrestleManias, and it's pretty damn sad. Roddy Piper had to put him over both twice. And I got to say something here, and this is what people who apparently didn't read the comment when I said this probably going to be shocked now. When the Ultimate Warrior makes more sense than Mr. T going in, there's a problem. I've already said, I'm not happy Ultimate Warrior's going in. Well, at least Warrior makes somewhat of intelligent sense. Mr. T going in and be like, next year putting in Lawrence Taylor, which would make no fucking sense. But whatever, I know some people are happy, so yay, go eat your 18 cereal and be happy. As far as I'm concerned, the Hall of Fame for me this year, there's only 3 people I really care about: Paul Bearer, Jake the Snake, and Carlos Colon. Warrior can go himself. Mr. T, go sell that gold at the pawn shop because you need to before you're living in the 18 van. And Lita, you can come to my house and I'll give you a personal one-on-one review on how I feel about you going into the Hall of Fame.
Honestly, what I thought is, I think is, I'm okay with everyone else in the Hall of Fame except the Ultimate Warrior and Mr. T is the ones I really either don't care about or just whatever. Everyone else is nice and dandy.
Yeah.
All right.
I will say, though, the talk for those two when they come out to be inducted, it's going to be fucking hilarious because you're going to need subtitles for both of them, Warrior and Mr. T.
Well, especially for Warrior.
I think
right.
we should make it drinking for you, but we'll talk about that later. So, Kara, besides the Hall of Fame, what else happened? I heard that Triple H went the fuck off.
Oh, my gosh. So, this is probably the most silliest thing since, I don't know, ever. So we all know that Triple H and Daniel Bryan are having a match at WrestleMania. And it was previously decided that if Daniel Bryan won, he would go into that triple threat. In any other case, it wouldn't be the triple threat. It'd be just a one-on-one match. Now, he decides to put his ego out there because he's got one of the biggest egos in the WWE. That's Triple H for you when he's in power. But he has decided that no matter what, it's going to be a triple threat because whoever wins it, whether it's him or Daniel Bryan, they're going into that match. My general concern is Triple H going into that match. That makes really just no sense. I had no problem with authority figures going for a big match like that, but it literally just makes no sense for me. So,
me personally, I like it because it'll be like way too obvious that, you know, Daniel Bryan is going to win that match. It gives it it gives it another scenario. Maybe you can see an Evolution reunion, you know, in that match. Or you can see Daniel Bryan in that match. It gives you two scenarios instead of just one. Well, okay, either way it goes, it's a triple threat.
Now, normally, Taylor, I would agree with you, but this one I actually got to agree with well on this. I actually like this because it does give more of that question who actually walked out as champion, because let's be honest, before they even did the triple threat, we all, I think, guaranteed it was going to be Batista because they wanted to, I don't know, because he came back and he's pretty much the Rock of 2014. And now with the triple threat, it means either Daniel Bryan can win it or Triple H. And I'm going to say it now. I think whoever wins that one-on-one match with Bryan and Triple H, I think they'll be the fan favorite because most all of us love the Yes Unit. And remember what happened when Triple H said that he would be, if he won, he would be joining that triple threat. The place went nuts. So I think it's safe to say Triple H will be cheered if he goes to the triple threat. Daniel Bryan will be cheered if he goes into the triple threat. As far as voting Batista, to be honest, I just feel like at this point you're just there for a paycheck.
But you know what, though? And I'm glad at this, that they're doing this because, like, just imagine if Daniel Bryan did lose to Triple H and Triple H did not go into that match. This match would still absolutely suck. But now it's giving us that scenario, though, that this match would not suck because you got two ring generals and then that's actually good at wrestling that could help put on a decent match that could put this match over. Because if Daniel Bryan wasn't going to be going, if Triple H had not said that he's not going into this match, I've been like, man, fuck this. This should not have been the main event.
Well, I mean, it does have some logical point to it, but I just can't get into the thought of this match. I mean, because he's pretty much inserting himself in.
No, not really inserting himself in, because inserting himself in would be like, well, if Daniel Bryan if Daniel Bryan win or lose, I'm in this match. If Daniel Bryan wins, it's a fatal four-way. You know, that's inserting himself into this match. He's giving it that, well, if I lose, Daniel's in. If I win, I'm in. So it's giving you that, you know, he's actually being quite level compared to what he has done in the past and not being level. So he's actually being quite fair.
But
and that's saying something when it's involving Triple H, knowing his past, he is not fair at all.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to pose this question now before we get to what happened with Triple H and Daniel Bryan at the end of Raw. We know Triple H and Daniel Bryan are facing off when it goes into the main event. The question is, where are they going to put it on the card? Is it going to be the first match, or is it going to be the match before the main event?
I would say, I'm gonna say actually it might go in before the main event.
All right, so you're saying it'll be before the WWE title match, Miss Kara?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Where do you think they're going to put the Triple H and Daniel Bryan match? At the start of the pay-per-view, or will it be the last match before the main event?
I think if you're going to go with logical booking, you put it at the beginning of the pay-per-view. I mean, ultimately, we all know that that match is going to be the main event match.
But,
and, so, I mean, if you want to have it best for your competitors, then it's completely logical to put it at the beginning of the card. So that's where I'd assume they'd put it, if not mid-card.
But that match itself is actually going to then be like the show stealer of the night. That's the match that's going to get all the pops, the yes, the no's, all that stuff. So, like, if you put it in the beginning of the show, it'd you know, there's your show right there. I mean, the fans. You think the fans are going to be into the rest of the other matches that's on that show? Because you see what happened when they did Rock Hogan, and then followed by Jericho and Triple H.
Hey,
Jericho and Triple H got no reaction.
Hey, you got a point there, Will. I mean, Rock and Hogan did pretty much made the fans tired up, but the fans really didn't care about that title match. Something to think about.
But also, though, they've had more improving, like, or more built-up matches. That's been the first of the pay-per-view, and basically that's kicking it off with a bang. So maybe also putting in that in will get people interested from the start or something.
Well, we shall see when Mania gets here, which it's almost too, ironically, a few days before my birthday, so yay for that. But that tool, now that we're done with the question, I heard Daniel Bryan got injured, may have got storyline injured by Triple H. I think Triple H tried to committed a drowning and find out if Daniel Bryan was a warlock or not. I'm confused.
Well, it started off with, basically Triple H having this whole little segment with Daniel Bryan, and they put a lot of time and dedication to this, about pretty much ending up with him saying that he has a little bit of respect. And then his breasty wife comes out, because that's what's breast for business. She comes out, and she's pretty much saying that you're giving him respect, when I pretty much thought it was all one big charade anyway, because he's a heel. And basically that's what ended up happening. There was security guards coming in, and turns out that they weren't, and basically Daniel Bryan gets beat on by Triple H, even Stephanie. So basically he got attacked like fucking crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I gotta let people know that, actually the security guards that was in the ring are actually wrestlers from Booker T wrestling wrestling school or whatever.
In Kansas City. Yeah, I thought that too, because I hate to interrupt you, Kel, but I'm an asshole. Yeah, when they came out, I'm like, no way those security guards or police officers, whatever they were supposed to be. I'm like, those all look like indie wrestlers from that area.
Yeah, because Booker T promotions, or his wrestling school is closed. It's actually closer than what people think. That's where they were at on Monday. So I just thought I'd just throw that out there.
No wrong with that. No, continue, Tara.
Right. He was basically getting his ass whooped constantly by the two of them, and that's all it ended with. I think they ended up walking out, but he was majorly beat, and that's pretty much how it ended. So.
Now, before, Kelly, you continue and you say something, I want to say something about this that pissed me off. And it had nothing to do with WWE, because I actually like that segment. What pissed me off were the fans who were complaining online. We didn't have any of it in WCC, but I saw outside of WCC where people were saying, WWE's being too violent to Daniel Bryan. these are the same people who apparently say WWE's being too PG, but when we see this and WWE's trying to be violent, some of you complain. Really?
Well, oh, go ahead. You continue, Doug.
Because I'm sorry, this is the same people I noticed who complained about that segment were the ones who complained about the CM Punk Taker storyline about Paul Bearer. I liked that one. I thought it was real, and it made it look good. This one makes you really think Triple H is going to beat the holy fuck out of Daniel Bryan. And people are mad that they actually played that on television. I'm sorry. That was good for business having Triple H to do that. And, you know, it just seems like the fans, they bitch when it's PG, and now that they did this, fans were bitching that it was too violent. Make up your mind which one you want before I have to smack you. Period.
But then also, too, Doug, not only is it best for business, it gives Daniel Bryan that bit of a rest because, you know, he works, you know, he does the house shows and stuff like that. So, you know, he could, you know, he needs that, you know, that little bit of a break from, you know, like when they record Tuesdays and stuff like that, you know. So it helps, especially going into WrestleMania, possibly having to work a doubleheader as well. So, you know, he can use that rest.
Mm-hmm. Miss Tara?
You may have the floor.
I'm sorry, I'm multitasking. Repeat that again.
Oh, God. I didn't think I could repeat that, all of it, but pretty much what I said was I'm kind of pissed with some of the fans who were complaining that was too violent, but these were also the same fans who complain it's the PG era, and PG makes wrestling stupid. You know, I'm like, you can't have it both ways. Either be happy with one or shut up.
And, I mean, you got your violence in there, you know, but you also respected that you're a PG. You didn't put the blood in there like they would have done, said this was like, 8 years ago, something like that?
Yeah.
That would have ended bloody. And they would have to turn to black and white. Their parents would be bitching. Oh, I can't believe he did that. Don't show that on TV.
Okay, so I've been known to talk a lot about this because I'm one of those people, I have a huge problem with the PG era. I mean, coming from a girl who grew up on the Attitude Era. But the Attitude Era, don't get me wrong, I think it was actually threatened to be taken off USA because of how violent it was. So, I mean, there was a lot of people that didn't necessarily like it. But it was still good. And then you look at the PG era, and pretty much that's just flaming it out. What I would love to see, you know, is still more of a mix, like when they had the aggression era part, is where you have the fine mix. You have a little bit of blood, occasionally some really hardcore stuff, but not having all of this PG goody stuff. I mean, just strictly having PG is annoying as hell to me.
Yep.
It is, that it is, but I mean, when I was growing up, it was a little bit of taboo to watch. Well, you knew what to say. You know, when Stone Cold say hell yeah, you're not gonna go to your mom and say hell yeah. No, you get your ass whooped.
No kidding. But before we continue, I'm just gonna clarify something so everyone knows my stance. I'm okay with the PG era. As a matter of fact, I have no problem with it. That's only because I remember in the late 80s and early 90s when it was PG, you know, you didn't really see blood or cussing, you know. So I don't hate the PG era, which usually gets people pissed off at me because it makes everyone think, oh, he loves Cena. No, I'm not a Cena fan. I just have no problem with the PG era because I can see you. Put an Ultimate Warrior versus Hogan from WrestleMania. You're not going to see no damn violence. You're just going to hear a lot of gibberish.
Mm-hmm. I mean, both eras have their good points and their bad points, but the PG era is just annoying in so many ways.
But as Press would say, though, the Attitude Era is one of the greatest is the greatest mistake in wrestling history.
That we may have to save that for another show, but I will say this when it comes to the Attitude Era before we move on. It was good for business, but it was bad for business too in many ways. So I'll leave it at that. NWO and WCW. Is that it for Raw, Miss Kara?
That's all that I can honestly say because most of it was fucking boring.
All right, well then, we're going to say bye to the USA Network. So everyone get on Ro's tugboat so we can move on to the next channel. In this case, move to the internet. So we're going to be surfing the web and be talking about main events, which apparently now airs on Tuesdays. The first match was Goldust and Cody Rhodes versus the Real Americans. By far the best match of the night out of the three. Goldust and Cody Rhodes would win this match, but even in a loss, the Real Americans looked good. This was probably, I wouldn't say one of the best matches I've seen this year, but probably one of the better ones I've seen on the main event so far this year. Now, of course, Kara, I don't think you got to watch the main event because you don't have the network, correct?
Nope, I do not.
Okay.
It still come on Wednesdays though on the IN, whatever that it was. It still come on.
Okay, because I haven't seen it on ION on Wednesday nights the last few weeks, and so maybe I'm just not paying attention. But Ro, did you watch the main event this week?
I watched it.
Well, what did you feel? How did you feel about the Rhodes brothers defeating the Americans? How do you feel about that match?
It was a pretty okay match. It was good action, as I would expect from both of these teams, and pretty fast paced, good. But it's main event stuff.
Keep that in mind, children. Me and Ro actually agree on something. This may be weird, but we disagree on a lot. Up next was the American females, Naomi and Cameron. So if anyone says they don't get the joke, remember Scotty Riggs when he had the eye patch? There's your joke. And so Kay was like, who's Scotty Riggs?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, God. Ro, do you know who Scotty Riggs is?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, I'm going to explain why I said this. Naomi, as everyone knows, she's got an eye patch, correct?
Yeah, I know about the eye patch, but I'm just trying to figure out who Scotty Riggs is.
Scotty Riggs was a part of the American males across Bagwell. When they broke up, his new gimmick was when he was with Raven's flock, he had an eye patch all over his eye.
Was that in WCW?
That was in WCW, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've pretty much been calling Naomi Mrs. Scotty Riggs. And some people have not liked that joke. Others have laughed, but others can't find the humor. This is why I hate my memory sometimes. But anyway, it was Naomi and Cameron taking on the returning Layla. Welcome back, Layla. It's nice to see that you have a nice firm ass still. And Alicia Fox. Naomi and Cameron would win this match. Not a bad Divas Tag Team match, but I've seen a whole lot fucking lost. But this was pretty good. Not bad, but not great. So it is what it is. Cameron and Cameron would win. Well, how do you feel about that Divas match?
My favorite was just watching Layla come back. Oh my God, she is so fucking sexy.
Yes, I agree with you there. Now, Miss Taylor, do you remember Layla?
Oh, yeah, the Layla that I absolutely hate. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember, if Layla's coming to Kara's house, he's going to send Layla to me. Yay!
I remember the last time we even ever talked about Layla on this show, I went off on a bombshell. So Layla can go kiss my ass, she can rot in hell, she can do whatever the fuck she wants to do. If no one likes my opinion, you don't have to listen. But obviously you've been paying attention to the show, so you like my opinion, and thank you.
Well, remember, so in better words for everybody, Kel will not be in the line to sign the Please Bring Back Lay Cool Club. The main event for the main event was Big Show versus Titus O'Neil. Well, can I please not talk about this match? Can I just skip it? Can I skip it, Kara?
I would say the only highlight of the match was my favorite part when Titus O'Neil was talking shit during the match. That was my favorite part throughout the whole match. Other than that, I really couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that match.
Especially when he said, big show, big show. I mean, he's a good trash talker.
Yeah, that was probably the only highlight of that match because, you know, there's a reason why you don't put two tall people together. That's the reason. Big Show is slow. Titus O'Neil, why, yes, he has strength. He's also slow. This was like watching paint dry. Terrible match. As a matter of fact, it was probably the worst match of the week for me. That's saying something. Granted, that's because I didn't watch TNA or SmackDown this week. Thank God, probably. But, yeah, that was terrible. But after that, we had Undertaker and Paul Heyman. Taker pretty much said he was going to beat Brock Lesnar at Mania. So, by the way, I will be on Raw on Monday. So, apparently, Brock Lesnar and Undertaker will be in Brooklyn. I have a feeling the Brooklyn Brawl may not make it out of Brooklyn alive. But anyway, the main event gets an overall, I would say, a 3 out of 5. Not bad, not great. Pretty decent show, excluding the main event. Ro, how do you feel about the main event?
I give it probably a 3.5 out of 5. You know, pretty solid. You know, not the best. I think better main events, but, you know, I'm just, the reason I give it a 3.5 because I didn't have to see the Undertaker slow ass literally walk down the damn ramp. So, that saved TV time.
Undertaker didn't walk to the ramp. He just appeared behind Paul Heyman.
Yeah, so, thank God for that. I mean, thank you, because I literally will order a pizza and get here faster than the Undertaker gets to the ring.
Now, to remind everyone, when Taker and Lesnar face off at Mania, that will probably be the slowest walking in the history of mankind by both of them.
Well, look at it. Look how long the WrestleMania ramps be, though. Come on now. For them, that's like a damn near walking a mile.
Yes. Now, before we continue, I heard somebody else join us. So who just joined us?
Your favorite Mexican. What up?
Wake the fuck up.
What's going on?
So, El, how are you? Well, El, we're talking about we just got done with the main event, and you're in time for one of our new things we do here on the main event, as we always try to make things more entertaining. It is time for the buy or sell question of the night.
Uh-oh.
As many of you know, WWE recently showed their new cartoon. No, not Scooby-Doo. I'm saving that for another episode because I'm actually picking the Scooby-Doo film up on Tuesday, so expect a review of that. But anyway, Slam City recently came out on the network and everywhere else, apparently. And a lot of people have been saying good or bad things about it. So the buy or sell question is this. Are you going to watch Slam City?
No. Unfortunately, I got better things to do, like having sex.
Well, yeah, that's right. You don't have. Yeah, that's right.
And he got to buy Vanessa a Range Rover.
A new used Range Rover, to be exact.
Yeah, new used Range Rover. My bad.
Okay. So El's going to sell that shit and sell it to the pawn shop. Bro?
Shit. Like, I got better things to do. Get high, smoke weed.
Smoke weed every day.
So, Dan, that's 2 for selling it. I'm a little worried. Miss Kara?
Well, you're going to get a third one because I told you I was going to rant about this before the show, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Okay, so, I mean, this is a PG era, and everyone that has it and who has kids is going to watch it. The kids going to be excited, and guess what? I'd rather set it on fire because it sounds stupid. One of the stupidest things that they have done. We don't need no fucking cartoon, goddammit. This is a wrestling company. What are you going to do? Are you going to bury it more in the sand? Obviously.
Oh, Miss Kara, I can't believe I'm going to be the only one to say this. I'm actually buying into Slam City. I'm actually buying into it.
Why?
For 2 reasons. One, like I've always said, there is nothing wrong with making shows for children.
Right.
2, and I can say this because I'm in the fucking tapes of this Sun and cartoon show that was in the 80s that starred Hulk Hogan, who was voiced by Brad Garrett. So this is not the first time WWE's gone into this venture, so to speak. And as much as, yes, Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling was terrible, but it had that nostalgic feel to it. It still does. I think for Slam City, it's going to be the same. And I'll be honest, I've watched at least 2 episodes. Those 2 cartoons episodes I watched are better than half the fucking cartoons on today, in my humble opinion.
Well, you got that right. At least that part.
But really, WWE is a wrestling company.
Right.
You know, it's supposed to be focused on wrestling. Why the hell do you need some animated cartoon about non-wrestling stuff? I mean, it makes
question
no
of why
sense.
in the hell would you honestly have something like Total Divas on the E! Network?
Hey, that should be bomb.
I mean, the show's great. Don't get me wrong. The show is great. But the bottom line is that if you're going to question a cartoon that's on YouTube, you might as well just question everything else that gets put on YouTube.
Exactly.
Yeah, but let's be honest here, and I think you guys may agree with me. I guarantee you if TNA or Ring of Honor was given this opportunity to have their wrestlers be in a cartoon, they would take it in a heartbeat just so they can make more money. And that's pretty much what this is at the end of the day, more money in the WWE's pocket.
Right.
But again, that's
But
just
at the same time, they're taking away from what the company really is.
And that is...
Remember, they did
Kara, wait a minute. Wait. Kara, are you crying?
There's
No,
no
I
crying
am
in
pissed
wrestling.
off about this.
There's no crying in wrestling.
Oh, Miss Kara, you know what I'm going to do, Kara? I want you, when we're done with the show on the main event, when we're done, I want you to go to YouTube and watch Hulk Hogan's Rock and Roll Wrestling cartoon and tell me.
Guess who's not going to do exactly what you say to do? Me.
I know. Hey, I can try, though. Please, and for anyone else who's hating on it, because I know we're all hating on it, I think we can agree it's going to make WWE money. Same thing with the Scooby-Doo WrestleMania film next Tuesday. It's going to make money because there's going to be kids wanting it, or in my case, I'm going to be honest, I'm buying it because I grew up on Scooby-Doo. So I'm like,
right, it's going to make it money and make it the exact opposite of what the company originally is for bullshit.
Remember, though, at the end of the day, it is about money, and I guarantee you any other wrestling promotion would probably take this, if they were given that opportunity, would probably take it, and I guarantee you this, all the wrestling in Japan, and I'm sure they probably have a few cartoons as well, we just can't see because, well, those probably end violently with somebody getting raped by an octopus.
Well, I put it like this, Doug. If you watch when you watch Japan cartoons, you better be prepared for some blood and gore, because that shit is bloody.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I own a lot of Japanese.
I watch a lot of anime, and that shit is fucking bloody as fuck. Especially when they be having cussing. They have cussing on there, so yeah. Yeah.
Now, before the one random troll that is a part of our fan group says, start talking about wrestling. I don't know what anime is. We're going to head to TNA. Now, unfortunately, Captain Long, I know you're sick and you cannot talk tonight, so again, feel better. So, Ro, tell us exactly what happened on TNA yesterday on Spike TV while I go watch college basketball.
Well, pretty much the best match was damn near the tag team match. You had Roman versus Sonata and Tigre Uno versus the American Wolves. When Roman wasn't in the match, it was just between Tigre Uno and, Tigre Sonata and the Wolves, that match literally cracked the fuck off. Literally, like, good high pace, good, back and forth counters into other counters, just pretty fast-paced action. And the main event was Abyss versus Magnus. I mean, not Abyss. Oh, fuck. Samoa Joe versus Magnus. And Magnus, MVP was trying to go all night to, recruit somebody to, be Kane against Magnus. And, then nobody bite. He even asked Willow, Jeff Hardy's new character. And Willow's like, issues, blah, 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 blah. So long story short, Abyss goes, grabs some nails, tries to, introduce to the ring. Not Magnus, but MVP, he unhandcuffed himself to Abyss, blah, blah, blah. He threw a chair, Magnus threw a chair, not Magnus. Oh, fuck, I hate TNA. God damn it, this shit fucking sucks.
I'm sorry, that's funny. So in better words, yeah, TNA sucked last night, right?
Yeah, God, I'm trying to make this sound like a very interesting match, but it wasn't because Abyssal was cheering to Samoa Joe face and Magnus did an elbow and got the 1, 2, 3. That's it, Doug.
Back to you.
Damn, that. Kara, I know you probably watch TNA because you don't like basketball.
Yeah, basketball can, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, can go to hell.
Ooh.
Yeah, thank you.
I think Duke went there tonight, but that's another story. So how did you feel about TNA, Kara?
What?
How did you feel about...
No, I heard you loud and clear.
How did you feel about TNA then?
Shit on a stick.
Damn. And L, I know you're living in Oakland. I'm sure the Raiders will.
First of all, it's not Oakland, it's Los Angeles, you moron. Second of all, what?
In that case, Los Angeles. I'm sure the Los Angeles people are saying, man, the Lakers are better than TNA right now.
Of course.
So it's pretty much a good thing I didn't watch TNA. You guys are telling me then, right?
Yeah, pretty much. See, the thing is, everybody forgets it's a taped episode, so the taped episode is always full of crap. I'm just saying.
Now, I do have some breaking news about TNA because I wrote this down this morning when it came to my attention, and I can't believe no one else posted it yet in WCC. I just haven't had time. Lady Tapa was released last night.
Yes, sir.
So, Lady Tapa is no longer in TNA, folks.
Whoopie-doo.
Because they said that she refused to learn. But, their promotion's supposed to be starting up pretty soon, though. And don't be surprised if you see Kurt Angle going over there.
Oh, Kurt Angle. Is that before or after? Is that before or after Kurt Angle's done filming?
But it's actually the Jeff Jarrett his new promotion or whatever. It's actually going to be on TV. What is that? CMT? Yeah.
Well, they're still talking about it. It could be CMT, TNT, or Spike. Possibly Spike.
All right. Well, if Kurt Angle joins it, I have a question. Will this be before or after he's done filming Sharknado 2?
I will say after.
Of course, I'm the only one who knows what Sharknado 1 is. Well,
I know what Sharknado is, and Sharknado is one of the stupidest things ever.
Thank you, Kara.
Well, we might have to do a movie review of that one day. But anyway, now we're done with TNA then, correct, right?
Yes, sir. Moving right along.
Moving right along. Mitch Kell, what the fuck happened on SmackDown? Because it didn't sound interesting from what the preview said tonight.
Well, okay, so SmackDown started off with a Kane promo, and I apologize if I go on a small tangent here. Basically, he comes out there and he's talking about Daniel Bryan and how he deserved everything. Then they spend 10 fucking minutes, or what seemed like 10, 20 minutes, repeating the whole clip of everything that happened near the end of the main event, with the whole beating on. It's like, come on, just show a minute of it, and we know what fucking happened. Thank you, move on. And then he has this letter from the Authority, and he reads it, something about bullshit. I'm sorry, I didn't remember what he said, so we might as well just ignore it anyway. And he says, welcome to SmackDown, leaves. Anyway, the first match of the night is Fandumbo taking on one of the Lost Matadors. I'm sorry, I didn't remember which one it was.
Fernando.
You cannot call him dang dumb because of the beautiful Summer Rae. Anybody who's that beautiful like Summer Rae.
Summer Rae is the only thing good about him right now.
Really?
Yeah.
No, wait. Y'all actually are underestimating Johnny Curtis.
No. Here's the thing. I like Fandango. Taylor's been wanting to make some.
I fucking hate him to the core.
Wow.
See, me and Killer do disagree, ladies and gentlemen. It's just once in a blue damn moon.
But that's why you love us. Anyway, due to a distraction with El Chorrito with, chasing the hot hooter that is Summer Rae, come on, I want you at my house.
Oh, wow.
Fandango ended up losing the match.
Wait a minute, Kayla. You and me have had this discussion. I get Summer Rae, you get Natalia. That was the deal.
That's right. That's right.
Don't
Sorry,
tell
I have
Brandon
very poor
No,
memory.
wait. I think that sounds like a bait and switch. Doug, you're screwing Kara out of this.
It's okay. I'm fine with Natalia. You just had to remind me. I am all good. Thank you, Doug. At least I can just see her fineness on the screen.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to what you didn't want to know about earlier. It's finally to that point. The four-way tag team match.
Now, before you talk about it, I want to make a prediction because I didn't watch it tonight because I was watching college basketball. I'm going to say the Real Americans won, and they're going to get the tag team title shot at WrestleMania. So they says. I hear nothing, so that means I got it wrong. What happened?
Can you repeat that again? Because I didn't
said
hear
I got it wrong. So what happened?
No, repeat what your prediction was. Oh, shut up, Elle.
I said the Real Americans won this match.
Oh, then you are wrong. I'm sorry.
Then what
the
happened?
real answer was no one won this match because you know what? It was a beat-up session on the Shield. Everyone else pretty much beat on Rollins and Ambrose, and then Kane comes out. Kane's the one that caused the no contest in the first place. Comes out, attacks Reign, and then the New Age Outlaws come out. So basically, the Shield got fucking everything directed at them.
Yeah, it was a setup.
And by the way, you now fill in WrestleMania. Dun, 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 dun,
but just because it ended in a no contest doesn't mean there wasn't a number one contender, or I should say contenders, appointed. Because there was a backstage segment following that in which, first off, Baxel was granted number one contendership, and then the Real Americans was granted a number one contendership, and guess who got cheated out? Three-man band. Of course, they are put into the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but there you go. You have two teams with the number one contendership. Ta-da!
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, you guys should see my face right now because I'm making the Jim Cornette face when something goes stupid. Fatal 4-way match ends in a no contest. I'm sorry. Fatal 4-ways are pretty much no disqualification. What the fuck? That makes no sense.
Because it was a beat down, Doug. It was a setup. He didn't really care about the
Fatal 4-ways are no disqualification.
Doug, he didn't care about them. He didn't care about the tag team title match or what in the first place. He just wanted to beat up the Shield.
Doug Barrett.
My brain hurts now.
Doug Barrett, I just got this tweet from WWE to Doug Barrett, and it states, "You're welcome."
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, WWE. Come on. I'm sorry. I don't know how many. I'm sorry. I have never seen a Fatal 4-way end in a no contest because so many interference. I'm like, that makes no fucking sense. Anywhere else, the match would have continued.
Well, you
First
know what?
off,
that's like,
how long has it been since we even had a Fatal 4-way tag match? Okay, so something's bound to happen, and look at the Shield was in there. Did you not expect shenanigans? And this is partially the WWE in its current state, so they're going to have some bullshit that goes on.
Oh, yeah, Doug, I forgot to tell you, this TNA logic, it doesn't make sense. Whenever you do something that TNA did, like TNA probably did this before, it doesn't make sense. It's not going to make sense, Doug.
Okay, it's pretty sad when CCW makes more sense than that ending to that match.
Yeah, so basically you got a bunch of bullshit after it. I can't remember if they exactly caught it. Did they say it was going to be like a triple threat match at WrestleMania? Did anyone pay attention to that?
No, it's not.
No, he just said somewhere down the line in the future, pretty much.
Where's that alcohol?
Not like anyone has cared about the tag division for a long time anyway, so...
Oh, dear.
Anyway, the very next thing is a Miz TV. Basically, Miz comes out. He announces that he's going to be in the Battle Royal, and all of his guests are pretty much the announced entrants that are going to be in the Rumble. There's this kind of mini sneak peek. Didn't last very long, and that's all that happened with that. So this is where you play, the stupid who cares music.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, shut up.
The fuck?
Thank you, L. Because that's what it is, an absolute joke.
Who the hell invited my ex-wife into this conference?
Ooh, that's wrong. No, that was Vicky Guerrero after she got done with Guerrero.
And my ex-girlfriend on top of it. Good God. Somebody's on a roll.
Good deal.
Somebody brought Jerry Springer into the main event. Shame on him.
I blame college basketball. Moving on.
True.
All right, so I don't think I wrote anything else pre-main event after that because I really didn't care much of what else was going on. Because the main event was broadcasted on Monday, and it builds up everything, and everyone was supposed to be excited, and it was dead. Luke Harper taking on John Cena. I love Luke Harper. I love the Wyatt family. Probably he was the only person with talent in this match. This match just, made me fall asleep. I watched the match. Surprisingly, I was able to stay up for it. But it was a stupid main event match. I would rather take last week's main event match over this main event match.
Damn.
So thank you, WWE, for once again providing a very shitty main event match. Sincerely, Kara.
I'm going to say what I'm thinking right now. And Ro and L, you may agree with me. I know, Kara, you don't watch college basketball, so I know you're not going to answer this question. If that was the whole show, doesn't it feel they pretty much just gave away a throwaway show because of March Madness because they know they wouldn't be able to beat it tonight?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, I would actually agree with you with that one, on that one. Yeah, they absolutely. I mean, and it's, there's pretty much going to be a, the go-home show, so you pretty much don't really care about those shows.
Plus, of course, somebody probably read it and probably posted the results on WCC or anywhere else on Facebook.
And guess who's not going to see it? Me.
Yeah, so that was SmackDown. So we're done with WWE and TNA. We can move on to Ring of Honor, right?
We can move on to better things, exactly.
Yes. Ring of Honor time. Now, before we get to the Flying High prediction part, I'm going to talk about some news that was just announced today. Yoko Kusada, I can't pronounce his name. I can barely speak English. I can't speak Japanese, so I'm sorry. And Justin Thunder Liger will be coming to Ring of Honor in May. Also joining them will be the Young Bucks, who are currently the New Japan and Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. The Forever Hooligans, who are personally one of my favorite tag teams so far of the last few years. And Machine Gun Kyle Anderson. But all of them will be at both shows for Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling, which will be May 10th and May 17th, where Ring of Honor will take on New Japan. Also announced today, there were 2 more matches added to the Super Card of Honor pay-per-view in April, which will be a few days before Mania. It will be Roderick Strong taking on Cedric Alexander. And in the second match, it is Kevin Steen taking on Michael Elgin, where the winner of that match between Steen and Elgin will face the IWGP Heavyweight Champion at War of the Worlds on May 17th in New York City. So, can Kevin Steen be one of the few people, or Elgin, one of the few people outside of Japan to win the belt? We shall see. But moving on now to what we're here for. Ring of Honor Flying High is tomorrow night live at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds on 1043 S Main Street in Dayton, Ohio. we have a few matches for the show, so let's talk about them. The first one is a four-corner survival match. Last man standing, of course, pinfall submission. It will be the last real man, Cyrus Young, versus Kyle O'Reilly, versus the barrister, R.D. Evans, versus the Romantic Touch. So, ladies and gentlemen, who's going to win this match?
Blimey, this is hard to decide, damn it. But I actually don't like the last real man, so I'm not going to necessarily predict him. Can you repeat who the second name was again?
Kyle O'Reilly was the second one, R.D. Evans, and the Romantic Touch are the other ones.
Well, I'm not going to say the Romantic Touch either. I think I'm going to go towards R.D. Evans in this match.
Oh, my God. Ro, I know you watch Ring of Honor, or at least know before Ladies and gentlemen, R.D. Evans used to be a manager before he decided to be a wrestler again, so, yeah, she's pretty much picking a manager to win that match.
I'm pretty much just picking a person to just get it out there, okay?
I know. I'm just being an asshole. So, Ro, L, what do you guys
I really don't watch Ring of Honor like that. I mean, obviously I know about it, but, when Saturday come on, honestly, I forget all about it. I do watching, like, Animation Domination and shit like that. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, you can still make a pick.
I don't know either guy, so I can't make a pick. I mean, I only know about the main stars and ROH.
So we're going to do what we do when it's WCC Overload. Ro is at the bar right now.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
L, will you be joining Ro?
Let me think about it. What was the question again?
Is that your final answer?
You know what? I'm going to stick with Ro at the bar.
All right. Captain Ron, I hear you got your voice back. Who do you got?
Oh, me? No, I got nothing. I'm just going to go with whatever the hell Joe said.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take Kyle O'Reilly on this one. He is, out of the four, probably the best submission person in this match. Cyrus Young does have the strength. R.D. Evans is pretty much how can I say this? He's pretty much, Al, you remember the guy in WCC Ball who said clothesline?
Oh, yeah, Mo Money. I love that guy.
Yeah, R.D. Evans is pretty much Mo Money. And the Romantic Touch is pretty much the straight version of Kara.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
But to be honest,
you don't know shit, Doug Barrett.
But to be real, the Romantic Touch is actually Red Titus, if anybody remembers him.
Yes.
Kenny King's old partner. Moving on. The next match is Michael Elgin, Mr. Unbreakable, taking on Cedric Alexander.
Oh.
So it's Canadian versus North America.
I will take Michael Elgin for 500.
Me too,
Okay.
Michael Elgin.
Michael Elgin, Kara.
What is Michael Elgin?
Captain on.
Who the blue hell is Michael Elgin?
You don't know who Michael Elgin is?
No, that's
Someone
my
doesn't watch.
final answer.
Someone doesn't watch ROH.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So Ron's is pretty much at the bar drinking, huh?
I wish.
Put it on my tab. I'm taking Michael Elgin on this one. This is pretty much just going to be a straight-up Cedric Alexander's going to get killed. So don't be surprised if you hear a lot of the chants of the following. He is committing a hate crime. That's a white man bringing up a black man. There's going to be a lot of that match. Hey, at least I'm honest. That's what we're going to hear, because remember, they're in Ohio. Ohio doesn't have the most intelligent fan base.
Doug, let's just put it this way in the terms of the people who's watching WCC. If everyone in the room can agree on someone like Michael Elgin against some other person, Yeah, that's saying a lot.
Yeah, that is. Moving on to the next match, which probably will be so one-sided it's not funny. Kevin Steen takes on Bobby Fish.
Can you repeat the first name again?
Kevin Steen, you know, Kara, the person you love in Ring of Honor.
Yes.
This is Bobby Fish.
Well, I'll take Kevin Steen for 2,000, please.
Well, that's one for Steen. Well, L?
I'm gonna say Steen.
I will also be rolling on the Steen bandwagon.
Uh-oh. And since Juan's drinking at the bar, I'm actually going to take a Bobby Fish.
Yeah, just because I'm drinking at the bar, I don't mean I don't have an answer.
Well, who do you have, Ron?
Who's Kevin Steen facing? Go with that guy.
So you're picking Bobby Fish?
Yeah, why not? I told you, I don't like it. I'm basically taking L's words out of this. Fuck Kevin Steen.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. And Ron, I'm glad you said Bobby. You're taking the other guy, Bobby Fish, because I have some interesting news. Kevin Steen has made enemies of Outlaw Inc., better known as Homicide and Eddie Kingston, better known as L's Big Brothers, which is a good thing because Outlaw Inc. is a great tag team, and they have a bone to pick with Mr. Kevin Steen, so don't be surprised if they get involved in this match. Up next, for the Ring of Honor television title, the Sicilian Psychopath Tommaso Ciampa takes on former champion Matt Taven. Can Matt Taven reclaim the belt that he had for almost a year? Or will Tommaso Ciampa show why he is a psychopath and keep the belt?
I'm at the bar.
Who said what now?
I said I'm at the bar.
That was at the bar.
I think the title is going to be retained.
Okay, so Kara's got Tommaso Ciampa.
I will also take Tommaso Ciampa.
All right.
Why are you always agreeing with me? Are we smoking the same crack?
I think so.
Well, boy.
There might be a good thing because I'll tell you something I was hiding from you guys. Captain Ron, do you got Ciampa or Taven?
Yeah, I'm going with Joe and Kara on this one.
Well,
so, yes, I guess we're all smoking the same shit.
Well, we all must be because I'm also taking Tommaso Ciampa for this reason.
Oh, my God, it is really American Idol on crack.
No. Here's the thing. It was Matt Taven's former manager recently announced this past week, I believe it was Tuesday, that he would be at ringside, trying to help his former business associate, Matt Taven. Now, anybody who's been watching TNA sucks. Anybody who's been watching Ring of Honor knows that Matt Taven and Truth Martini recently had a falling out. So, yeah, Matt Taven, it's not going to be good to be you. Up next, and I'm sure it's the match we all wanted to talk about. So, bro, get away from the ball. It will be the phenomenal AJ Styles taking on the knockout artist Chris Hero. This is the first time in Ring of Honor. So, does AJ Styles show why he's phenomenal, or does Chris Hero get the knockout on Styles?
Ooh, that's a tough one, Doug. I'm not going to even lie. That is a tough one.
I know Brandon Doone's going to hate me when I say this. Fuck AJ Styles. It's time for Chris Hero to take it up a notch. I'm going to take Chris Hero on this.
Ooh, damn.
Is it any type of stipulation on this, Doug?
The only stipulation there is it will be a 30-minute match, so it's not an Ironman match. It's going to have a 30-minute time limit, so expect this one to be very long.
That's what she said.
Then I'm
I swear to
I'm
God, I'm like...
I'm at ringside enjoying this fucking match.
So he's going to say that I am doing this one.
That's where I'm at. I'm at ringside. Fuck it.
I think we're all going to be on. So, Kara, who do you got?
I feel like this because I like both wrestlers. Like, this is a wrestling orgasm.
Oh,
okay?
Wow. Ow. That's what she said?
No, this match, I mean, this is a great match for the main event.
It really is.
these two, the large amount of talent that these two have, and especially the time that they're going to have on their hands, there are so many things that can happen in this match. It makes it really hard to tell who's going to win, because either way, they're going to put on one of the best fucking shows ever. It's going to be amazing. But, I think I'm going to have to go with Chris Hero, but AJ Styles could win too, so.
So you're voting for Hero?
Yep.
All right, so we got Superhero. Rowe is actually watching the match in the front row. Captain Ron?
AJ Styles.
Ooh, interesting. Well, before I continue, Kayla, you kind of jumped the gun saying this was the main event. Well, yes, it does have a 30-minute match. Unfortunately, Ring of Honor was apparently must be having a WrestleMania 18 moment because this is not the main event. This will be the second to last match.
Wow.
I am going to cause a riot. Fuck you.
Oh, wow.
Well, we'll get to what the main event is, and I will agree the main event will probably not do well after this match is before it. But I'm actually going to take Chris Hero on this one as well. I want to take AJ Styles, but I think AJ Styles will probably do the right thing and probably let Hero win this one. Now, of course, if the Canadian muscle, Rob Gosling, was here, I would ask him who would have won the match in Canada because they did face off in Canada the night of the Royal Rumble. So to everyone in Canada, go fuck yourself because you got to see it before us, you dumb sons of bitches.
Assholes.
Yes. Now time for what the main event is, which it should not be the main event, but it is. Jay and Mark Briscoe, Team Redneck, take on the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, Adam Cole, and...
There's my boy.
And Michael Burnett with Maria Menounos with them. So this is pretty much a 2-on-2 match. It is Jay Briscoe and his retarded brother, pretty much. So it's Team Redneck versus Team High Class, pretty much.
So, I have no problem with Adam Cole.
Hey.
I literally have no problem with Adam Cole and his team.
Hey, Doug.
However, this match couldn't sound any more boring. Like I said, I'm going to cause a riot because really, Hero and AJ is the real main event. I look at this, I'm like, this is an okay match, but not main event material, and considering I don't like the Briscoes. So, I'm going Adam Cole and Mike Burnett.
All right.
Hey, Doug, is this going to be on TV? This going to be on TV tomorrow?
No, this will be a pay-per-view, I believe, but it will be on TV eventually. But probably by the time it was on TV, Adam Cole may not even be Ring of Honor World Champion by then.
Oh, fuck. Well, I'm going with my boy Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, Michael
I
Burnett.
love
Okay,
Adam Cole.
before you make your pick, Ellen, count on. Ring of Honor does tape those shows, and they only do that because they don't have a lot of the money that WWE or TNA has. So pretty much I've been saying this for years, Ring of Honor is pretty much this era's ECW. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. So don't be surprised if you see this on TV and you're like, why is Adam Cole with the title when he doesn't have it anymore? But anyway, moving on now. Elle, who do you got? Team Redneck, which is the Briscoes, or Team High Class, which is Adam Cole and Michael Burnett?
You know, the Briscoes, I've been following them for about a good solid 5 years. I'm going to have to take Team Redneck on this one, man.
Ooh. So far we got two for Adam Cole and Michael Burnett. We got one for Team Briscoe. Captain Ron?
Fuck that shit. Since how Adam Cole literally sat here and told me that I was an asshole and didn't realize that I took it as a compliment. Sorry, Adam Cole, but your ass is grass and you're going to get smoked. Give me the Briscoes.
Wow, so I'm the last person to vote on this. I've watched all four of these guys. I know who Adam Cole is, great wrestler. Michael Burnett, he's a good wrestler. He actually turned down WWE and TNA to stay in Ring of Honor, so...
And you know what? You know what you got to say about Mike Burnett, whatever his name is? He's going to have a fine-ass wife in Maria. God damn it.
Yeah, because believe it or not, I actually given you some inside information here. They're actually going to be married, I believe, this year, so congratulations to them when it ever happens. especially the Briscoes, they've been in tag teams for God knows who knows how long, probably before WCC was even around.
Right.
And I want to take the Briscoes because Vince tells me I don't think they're going to lose. But the wild card in this match is Maria Kanounos because, let's be honest, I don't care who the hell you are. You want to, if a fine hot woman's going to show you her tits or ass, you're going to be distracted. And I think that's going to be
I'm going to be looking at that a lot.
Well, I know you will, Caleb, but that's a whole other show. So I'm going to take Adam Cole and Michael Burnett on this one. Please note, this will be the last time Britt J and Adam Cole face off before Ladder War at Supercard of Honor, which we will discuss on our big show because breaking news here because Captain and Kara don't know this, on the first show in April, we will be doing a big special because it will not only be our WrestleMania special, it will be our Supercard of Honor special as well.
Oh, wow.
But hey, we got to give love to the indie guys, too. And actually, believe it or not, I believe the Ring of Honor one is actually, I think, 2 or 3 days before the Mania pay-per-view.
And you know what, Doug? And I think that's probably why you're number one, because, Ring of Honor pretty much don't have no identity. So, people know where to catch Ring of Honor. That's on your show, just being honest.
Yeah,
thank you for that. Now, of course, before we go off, I would just like to remind everyone that on Monday night, they will be in Brooklyn, New York. Undertaker and Brock Lesnar will be having apparently a face-off. God, I hope it doesn't end like John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
Wait a minute. Where have I heard the word face-off before? It reminds me of a show that come on Tuesday.
Ooh.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
I watched
right.
that, so don't even try to say anything mean, you ass.
That's right. WWE ripped off WCC once again.
Oh, well, anyway, before we
They've been doing that for a long time, so they didn't rip anyone off. Anyway.
Yes. Don't forget, we do have other shows on Monday nights. We have After All, the Uncensored Show, which will be about usually 30 minutes after all, give or take. On Tuesday nights, we have Overload, which usually involves Face Off. On Wednesday night, and remember, next Wednesday is Ring Off the Special Show, so that will be at 8 o'clock. It will be the Indie edition. And then right after, then around 10-ish, 10:30, 11 o'clock, you can catch DJ Gator and Sex Battles, the number 2 show in WCC at the moment, and it will probably be the number 3 show after Ring Rockers or Overload. On Thursday nights, you can catch TNA Recipe with, I believe the host is still Big Red. I haven't been in a while. Something could have changed. And, of course, you have, let's see, Friday nights. Now, before we all say goodbye, everybody, I want you to name one thing that you expect to happen with The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar in Brooklyn next week.
A lot of,
Brooklyn.
Well, first off, you're going to expect a large amount of talking from,
Paul Heyman?
and then you are probably going to have a less talking from Undertaker because he's just going to stare there and do his deathly stare, and then there probably is going to be a big brawl. There you go. I just evaluated everything that ever possibly happens in Face-Off. There you go.
Yeah.
And I bet you this is going to be the main event.
Ooh. L?
You know what? They're going to attack Taker. Fuck it.
Damn. And Captain Ron, you have anything to say about Lesnar and Taker's face-off next week?
Yes, the role of Brock Lesnar will be played by his husband, Sable.
Oh, damn. I'm actually just going to say that, and someone just tells me if it happens, I want my check. I have a friend instead of Lesnar and Heyman coming out, it's going to be the Brooklyn Brawler coming out with a note, and Taker's just going to beat the fuck out of the Brooklyn Brawler.
Oh, wow. Who wrote that? Brandon Doing?
No, Jay Leno. Yes, we said Jay Leno on a wrestling show, folks. We're just like WCW.
Except better.
Now, before we go, I forgot to mention this because I was informed of this earlier. Next week, the main event will be taking off due to the fact of some of the people that are going to a baseball game. The Dodgers play next week, and I know I'm probably going to be drunk watching March Madness again. Yay. So there will be no show next week because we're burning up for the special. So, until the show in April, this is the DOUG speaking for Miss Kara Rowe, who is our special guest host tonight, and L, who is one of the greatest recording men in the history of mankind. We will see you next time, folks. Have a good weekend.